Got my email from my friend Dudley Brown at Rocky Mountain Gun Owners, rmgo.org, with his list of bills that might impact firearms and gun issues in Colorado. First one on the list is Senate Bill 49 by Senator Wendell's Democrat, of course, out of Jefferson County. It's called the Safe Storage Bill. It's a very onerous piece of legislation that makes you lock up all of your weapons in your house. Can you imagine asking some crazed methamphetamine-driven intruder to hang on a second till I get my gun locked off? That sounds like a great idea, doesn't it? I think I'll vote no on that one. House Bill 1066 by Representative Gardner and Senator Ted Harvey. The Stand Your Ground, Make My Day Better bill. Representative Gardner has a YouTube video up of this already. If you look up Cory Gardner on YouTube, you'll find it. It's a good bill. Why shouldn't you be able to protect yourself in your place of business, just like you can protect yourself in your home? That's been the law in Colorado, I think, since 1985. It should be expanded to businesses. This is a good bill. I can't wait to vote yes on it. House Bill 1069 by Representative Curry and Senator Toktrop. It really doesn't deal with guns, but it's a significant prohibition against ATVs and other off-road vehicles on public lands. We probably need to have a sensible policy with regard to where you can and can't operate ATVs and things like that on public lands. I think we already have that. How about we just enforce the existing laws, and how about we also get sensible about giving those folks who like that type of activity, you know, a good place to do it that's probably out of sight of the highway to keep the tree huggers from getting all worked up about, you know, guys out there tearing around on their four-wheelers and their motorcycles. And you know, I don't like doing that. I ride my bike, but other people like that. I already talked about Representative Stafford's House Bill 1096 that would ban any type of hunt in a confined space. You know, who's going to shoot something in a corral anyway? It's a ridiculous bill. House Bill 1190 by a couple of Republicans, Representative Kerr and Senator Taylor. I don't like that bill. I don't know what they're trying to do, but I know what the bill does is it essentially bans firearm sales on Sunday. I think that'd be a terrible idea to limit your Second Amendment rights by a day of the week. I wouldn't want to do that. Senate Bill 48 by Senator Mo Keller. Not really a gun bill per se, but it's a restriction on freedom of speech. It would ban those robocalls that nobody likes, but it's an effective way of communicating with people. It's fairly inexpensive. And you know, people who run gun groups and other issue groups sometimes need to be able to call you, tell you what's going on. Robocalls are a cheap, a quick way to do that, and we probably should recognize that they're valuable. Look what campaign finance has done for us over the years. McCain-Feingold, what a ridiculous idea that is. Amendment 27 in Colorado gave us all the 527s. You know, give me a break. And then, of course, you know, the best one on the list, Senate Bill 115 by Senator Greg Brophy, which deals with criminal liability, or civil liability rather, in gun-free zones, and I like to call them criminal safe zones. So if you're going to operate your shopping mall or your college campus as a criminal safe zone, or a place where you deny people the right to carry a weapon to protect themselves, then you're civilly liable for them if they get attacked, some type of violent crime, and you don't have an appropriate level of security to protect them. If you're going to deny me or my wife or my daughters the ability to take care of themselves, then you ought to be willing to step up and take care of them yourselves. And then, of course, we keep hearing about three other ideas that are horrible. An assault weapons ban, like the city of Denver already does. I own an AR-15. It's a beautiful weapon. I love to shoot it. It's fairly inexpensive to shoot, or it used to be. It's getting more expensive now, but I love it. It's one of my favorite guns to shoot, and it's, you know, all guns are dangerous if they're in the hands of the wrong people. Just because it looks different than, say, a high-powered rifle doesn't mean that it's more effective. It really isn't. Can't believe they want to ban those things. One of the other ones I've heard about, a proposed 50 cal ban. I don't own one of those. I don't even want to own one, but they're kind of cool to shoot. And I think if you want one, you should be allowed to have one. It is, after all, the Second Amendment for a reason. And then last but not least, their potential bill to tag ammunition. Again, another infringement upon freedom. And I'll, of course, be working against any of those three if they should come up. We'll see. We're at the end of the time when people are introducing bills unless it's some type of an emergency bill. So maybe if we get through this year, we won't see these crazy ideas.